Let's take a second and go back in time to review the times and review the plays when we were kids. You remember how natural it felt running around the grass through the streets and playing on the playground with your friends? How natural it felt to compete and try to be the best. For me and other people in this classroom, sports has been a big part of growing up. And for some others, it's not so much. But regardless of that, I think sports are a big thing that should be looked at and brought into every kid's life. For not only the physical and mental benefits, the emotional and social benefits, and also the financial benefits of participating in sports. Kicking off with our first point, we find ourselves with the physical benefits. Producing children who go into sports more efficiently improves heart health, improves coordination, balance, and improves your bone strength and joint strength. According to a study by the University of San Diego, any child who gets more active at a younger age ends up at an older age having less risk for heart disease, diabetes, and obesity. And not only do these habits stick when you're younger, if the kids perceive this exercise as fun, they're more likely to continue it in the future. Racing to our second point, we find the emotional and social benefits. Since sports aren't always consistent, the ups and downs help children regulate their emotions by not having consistent wins. Sometimes you prepare and then you lose off that preparation, but it inspires you to move on and kind of roll with the punches and find a new attack for it. Also, being in a group with a bunch of people who have the same or similar goal with you, you gain things like responsibility, where you learn communication, accountability, empathy, and leadership by working with other people. This ability to work with others and see the best in you also produces more confidence in these young children, which helps them go about life and holding their head up high. When you hold your head up high and you have all these skills that help you work with people, off the field, when the uniform comes off, those skills don't just leave you. They stay with you as a person through school and the workplace, where you can become the best version of you around everybody else. And while I know some people might argue that sports are expensive between your travel costs, your uniform costs, and your equipment, I think that it's a good initial investment, because just because a sport is expensive doesn't mean we should exclude all the other children who might not have the opportunity. By making sports more accessible, we can make even more positives happen. Leading me to my final point, where I can hope to score a hat trick with you guys, we find the financials. Now this might go over some people's heads and they don't think about it frequently, but when you do activity, it helps your brain function better. Having better brain function leads to better concentration, problem solving, and memory. And according to the NCAA, through scholarships you can earn by having these qualities as well as your athletic qualities, just on the D1 and D2 level, athletic scholarships have given about $4.2 billion out to these children. That excludes D3 and NAIA, which are also very helpful. For me personally, this is my favorite point, as well as my parents' wallet, so I might be a little biased here. Not only that, as mentioned in the physical aspects part, by having a healthier lifestyle in the end, you go to fewer doctor visits, which results in fewer hospital bills by having less pre-existing conditions. After we've learned about the benefits of sport, both physically, emotionally, socially, and financially, I hope you can agree with me that all children should be involved in sports at a young age to help them become the best version of themselves. Because a conversation about sports shouldn't be about competing, becoming a 4-time state champion, or becoming the best athlete who has ever lived. It's more about helping these children grow into the best version of themselves.